Hello and welcome to Doing More. I'm Erica Cardenas and happy National Hispanic Heritage Month. Today I'll be experiencing Latin America through its rich traditional food and heritage. First stop, Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is an island located in the Caribbean. It's known for its colorful Spanish colonial buildings, beautiful beaches, tropical rainforests, el morro, salsa music, and el coquí. Plus, Puerto Rico is also known for its delicious, authentic cuisine, and joining me here today to tell us more about it is Wesley Andújar from the Puerto Rico Latin Bar and Grill. Welcome, Wesley.
Thank you.
Yeah, happy National Hispanic Heritage Month, by the way. Thank you so much for joining us. This looks absolutely delicious. Talk to me about some of the dishes that we have here.
Well, Puerto Rico is real famous for they love their Puerto Rican yellow rice, which is made with pigeon peas. We use a lot of sofrito in our food. Over here you have a mofongo, which is, I call it a Puerto Rican mashed potato, which is green fried plantains mashed with garlic butter, chicken broth, adobo, and parsley. The pork is marinated with garlic, adobo, a lot of seasoning. And it's roasted, it's put in the oven for 12 hours overnight. The mofongo, we deep fry the green plantains, take them out, smash them with garlic, butter, chicken broth, adobo, and parsley. It's a very tasteful side order. In Puerto Rico, you know, they get together a lot. The families, everybody gets together a lot. And when they have a feast, everybody comes in, they'll roast the whole pig by itself.
Yeah, and like most cultures, it's food, right, that brings people together.
Exactly.
Not only around the dinner table, but really just all year round. Wesley, thank you so much for being here today and giving us this delicious tour of the Isla del Encanto.
Thank you, Erica. I just want to say thank you for having us. I just want to let everybody know that once they come and try our food, they will come back and try it again because it's very tasteful.
It's delicious.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We'll have more sazon next on Doing More. Welcome back to Doing More and happy National Hispanic Heritage Month. Our next stop is El Salvador and Miriam is going to show me how to make a pupusa.
Okay.
Hola, Miriam.
Hola. Okay, take the masa. Let me see.
Okay.
It's a little ball and a little oil. You can do like this. This you.
And while I make this pupusa, take a look at a Mexico sport called Lucha Libre.
Okay, take the cheese and the pork cheese together.
I'm the promoter and owner of Rockstar Wrestling Alliance, and in the Lucha Libre world I go by The Prophet. I've always liked wrestling, and then I used to play video games with high school buddies, and in the video game there was a character that was doing very crazy acrobatic moves, and that was Rey Mysterio Jr. Being the Prophet kind of has a mysterious and maybe even a religious connotation to it, but it's just something that the kids love, and you know, the outfits are grand. Before I ever started doing my own shows, there was always Lucha Libre here in town and in Mexico, and it's usually Sundays. I wanted to kind of give a more modern twist to it, where we do have live bands featured on the show. That's where the rock star part comes in with the wrestling. There's a lot of energy here because it's like a concert. You know, it's a lot of standing, so the crowd and the community just, you know, they're in it together. Like, if one person's having fun, then everybody around them is gonna have fun too. The difference between good guys and bad guys in Lucha Libre is the good guys are called técnicos and the bad guys are called rudos. And, you know, the técnicos are usually the more agile, the more high-flying wrestlers. They want to get the crowd behind them and cheering for them. Hispanic heritage here in Tucson is all around us. You know, whether it's Mexican food or or fashion and clothing. Lucha Libre is just another part of that Mexican heritage that I like to celebrate, as well as everybody that'll be here tonight and everybody that participates in Lucha Libre.
What an entertaining sport. Now take a look at Las Vegas' Cox Innovation Lab initiative.
We are in the Cox Technology Center, which is on the campus of the Salvation Army here at Owens campus. And this campus that the Salvation Army supports here has a multitude of programs available for clients. They help out hundreds of people every day. Really what we call a hand up rather than a handout. Perhaps they hit a rough time and the Salvation Army can come and partner with them. So here in the Cox Technology Center, those clients of theirs will have access to the latest technology to hone some of their skills, to help write their resumes, and to do job search kind of functions that way.
And so we're hoping that this lab is going to serve our customers and clients for years to come, help them find jobs, help them learn the skills necessary.
I'm doing the CSN fall semester, and I'm going there for construction management, and everything inside of this facility kind of helps out with that.
So the Boys and Girls Club of Southern Highlands opened in 2011 with the help of Mr. Goet and the Olympia companies. They donated the land, and then his community builders actually came and donated resources and materials to actually build this club. They turned the keys over to us in 2011 and serves this immediate community.
All of us personally and Cox Communications as an organization take our role in the community very seriously. We don't just work here and make money in Las Vegas. We live here and we want to celebrate and give back to the community that's given so much to us.
My son and I and many of the folks from Cox Communications in the field operations group are here today, family and friends, and we're working on the innovation labs. We're painting, setting up computers, cleaning and doing some basic repairs to help get the club back up and restored and looking like new.
One of the things we do with our teens is have them make a commitment to graduation. I'm really proud of our 98% graduation rate for our teens. We know if they walk through these doors, whether it's for the gym or the technology, they're going to make a commitment to graduate.
I am really excited for the opportunity to introduce the Cox Technology Center to help these women come in, look for jobs, and get back on their feet. The Shade Tree is a shelter for women and children. The Cox Technology Center is an opportunity for the women to come in and to utilize the computers and technology that we've provided to the center to help them find a job.
But I come in here every day and look for jobs, and I found the job, which is amazing. Service is really good and, very quiet in here. The Cox internet is really fast. It's great, so I love it.
Not only were we blessed with Cox Communications and what they did in our Workforce Development Center, but also finding out that we were the recipient of Cox Charities in the amount of $4,984. And finding out what that is all the employees getting together and choosing us to contribute their money so that they can help us. So we're just so excited, and again, with partnerships like this, because now we have a new Workforce Development Center, but we also have funds that help us with our services, and all because of, Cox and their employees.
It means a lot to all of us here, and we really appreciate it.
Cox Ross!
What an inspirational story. Well, the pupusas have been cooked, and now it's time for me to enjoy the fruits of my labor. We'll be back with more on Doing More right after this. Welcome back to Doing More. I just ate the most delicious pupusas that your mom actually helped me make. Joining me now is Yesenia Ramirez to talk to us a little bit more about the El Salvadorian cuisine. Welcome. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having us. So one of the things that El Salvador is known for is what you had earlier, the pupusas.
Delicious.
They're handmade corn tortillas, and they're filled inside with just about any choice of filling you can imagine. The traditional ones would be pork, cheese, and beans, bean and cheese, and loroco and cheese. But we do have other kinds of meats available, like steak, chicken at the restaurant, even shrimp, and even vegan options for our vegan
Right,
friends.
I was going to ask you that because you mentioned earlier that you do have several vegan options on your menu, which is great to know.
We do. We actually have like a little leaf right next to them so people can know that they're vegetarian or vegan.
Great.
We have the loroco and bean pupusa. We have a tamal, which is wrapped in the plantain leaves. We have the chicken one and a bean one. Black beans, black and red beans mixed together, wrapped in the plantain leaves.
Tell me a little bit more about El Salvador in general, some fun facts.
Some fun facts about El Salvador. So El Salvador is the main thing, we have a lot of green terrain with a lot of volcanoes. So you'll be able to enjoy like a lot of green scenery. There's a beach, the Pacific Coast, which is very known for surfing.
Okay.
There's a particular city where people are just walking around with their surfing boards and just enjoying, the good waves. There's actually competitions that take place there. And of course, we're known for coffee, growing in the mountains. And things like that. So we have a bunch of different things that we're known for.
Yeah.
And the Mayan culture as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, some of these drinks, is this the coffee choice? Or?
No, this one would actually be, it's our version of an horchata.
Oh, yes.
And
okay.
so we don't use milk in our horchata. So for people that are lactose, intolerant, that's actually the perfect horchata to drink. What we do is we use a seed from that area as well, moro seed, toasted with rice and cinnamon. We grind that up and the water that runs through, we sweeten it a little bit, and that's our horchata.
You definitely don't want to miss out on this delicious food, by the way, when you're down here. Take a look at these Hispanic business leaders that are giving back in big ways in their own communities.
Hispanic Heritage Month is the annual celebration where we highlight the achievements of Hispanic community members. Hispanic heritage is important to Cox because we like to celebrate those individuals in our community, in our state, who contribute to the overall community. This is the 15th year Cox celebrates Hispanic Heritage Month by recognizing Hispanic communities across our state. Each year we recognize Hispanic leaders who have made positive differences in our community, and we are proud to continue this legacy of telling their story. Our Hispanic Heritage Month campaign includes a series of 30-second television spots highlighting these Latino leaders. The commercials will run on Cox channels during Hispanic Heritage Month and can also be viewed on Yurview.com. Cox Communication is highlighting the successes and achievements of 8 individuals throughout the Hispanic community. This year's honorees are Executive Chef Mel Mesinas, UFC fighter Henry Cejudo, Superintendent Dr. Lupita Hightower, Cox's own Elizabeth Cabrera, Fire and Life Safety Educator Veronica Rubio, Pedro Flores Gallardo, Environmental Health Safety Specialist, Tucson Symphony Conductor Jose Luis Gomez, and Cox's own Sarina Verdugo. We are proud to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month and recognize the important contributions of our Hispanic community. Thanks for giving back.
Such a great Doing More story. Well, Yesenia, thank you so much for, again, talking to us about this cuisine. But before I let you go, I want you to tell me a little bit more about your community give back, because I know giving back to the community is very important to you, right?
It is. So every year with my family, we put together what's called the Arizona Pupusas Festival. It's something that we've been doing for over 10 years now. And over the last 3-4 years, we've given back to the community, to either an organization. Last year it was a church that was helping a lot of the immigrants that were being released by ICE. The previous year we helped out raise scholarship funds for the ASU Hispanic Business alumni, and the year prior we helped another organization that was giving tutoring and also providing shoes to kids in need.
So definitely such a worthy cause that really anybody could get involved
Absolutely,
in.
yes. Come out, try the food, have some fun, and be exposed to a new culture for less than a flight.
Well, thank you so much, Yesenia, for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
We also traveled to New England's Boys and Girls Club, where students were so excited to receive free equipment made possible by Cox Communications.
A part of Cox Communications' charter is giving back to the communities we serve. And we're so fortunate we can do that. And investing in things like Innovation Lab for the Boys and Girls Club is a perfect example of giving back and also creating a foundation and investing in future innovation, hopefully for the future leaders of the communities that we serve.
We are so lucky to be the recipients of this Innovation Lab. This gives kids the opportunity to really take their imagination and put it into play. We'll use old technology and combine it with new technology, and some of the things they come up with we would just never have imagined.
I like the 3D printing because you can design your own stuff. It's not just programmed to make 4 things, you can make your own stuff.
They create their prototype, they see if it works, they play with it, they tweak it, they let the other kids test it. We give them the opportunity to say, here's your chance to do it through this Cox Lab. They will amaze and surprise you.
The innovation, it's happening fast, and you're a part of it. It's not at that team level, it's at this level. This is where you're learning those skills and you're learning those talents and you're working together.
The Innovation Lab is a place where you have access to the internet. You guys could read this for me. Learn about robotics, 3D printing, and enhanced STEM skills. You all know what STEM skills are? Yeah, that's great. It is our hope that this Innovation Lab helps these students achieve their educational goals and enriches your lives with what it opens up to you.
We are so excited to be opening up this Innovation Lab. The kids are going to be able to use it to supplement their homework that they're doing in school, especially for kids who don't have access to computers at home. But then after that, we have a whole host of fun programs wrapping that around the esports and the other traditional STEM activities. We can't wait to see what our teens are going to do. The kids who are here today were kids who are actually scholarships to be at our STEAM camps this summer by Cox Charities.
Cox Communications is a very big company. A lot of people don't realize the different aspects of life that they're involved in, and it's nice to see that they are as committed to improving the conditions for our youth, especially those at risk, as is the Boys and Girls Club.
What an inspirational story. We'll be back with more on Doing More right after this. Welcome back to Doing More. We've been celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month through the diverse Latin cuisine, and my last stop is the country of Peru. And here to talk to us about this delicious Peruvian cuisine is Esperanza Ramirez from El Chuyo.
Yes.
Hello, welcome.
Thank you so much for having us.
So tell me a little bit about these dishes here.
So here we have the ceviche.
Okay.
This is a fish dish. We marinate the fish with lemon juice. We add onions, cilantro. We have corn, Peruvian corn, and then we garnish that with lettuce and sweet potatoes. Then we have the choritos a la chalaca. Those are mussels. We mix the mussels with onions, tomato, cilantro, and lemon juice.
Now, Esperanza, a lot of Peruvian dishes have seafood in them. Why is that?
Well, Peru is, we have the Pacific, so we have a lot of fish, seafood, food. And ceviche is one of the most traditional dishes from Peru. So we have the fish one and we have the seafood one. So,
Esperanza, this is an amazingly beautiful dish, by the way. Talk to us a little bit about what's inside of this.
Okay, so we layer, those are potatoes. We mash potato with, we mix that with lemon juice. We put yellow chili pepper, and then we layer that with avocado, boiled eggs, and a chicken salad. You can choose like crab salad, shrimp salad. This one is chicken, and we put a little bit of huancaína sauce too.
It's delicious.
Thank you.
It's very, very good. Now, I'm curious, what is your personal favorite Peruvian dish?
My favorite one, I think it's the ceviche, because it's the most traditional one.
Yeah.
And the lomo saltado is one of my favorites too. So we have like a lot to choose. So
yeah, so many to choose from. Yes. Now, there's a very, very special dessert on the table because it's your secret recipe.
Yes,
is that right?
it is.
Tell me about that.
Okay, so this is alfajor. Okay. Those are 2 cookies made of cornstarch and flour. Mm-hmm. And we put caramel in the middle.
Oh, it's good.
You like it? Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Esperanza, for being with us and sharing your Peruvian culture with us. And I want to thank everyone today for coming together to share their culture as we celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month. It's important that we all celebrate and embrace our differences. The more we know about each other, the more we'll understand one another. And it isn't wrong to say that food unites us all.
Put in the grill, don't touch the grill.
I'm Erica Cardenas. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you next time.
Buen provecho!